So now we are going to go on to Skullman. I like how the Robot Masters have different color patterns in the intro screens, and I really like this music. Okay, this is the odd name Super Ball Machine Jr. No kidding. And try not to faceplant in him. And that thing is a Toge Hero. I used to try to do a thing where I would try to hit the ladder as soon as it was doing the da-da-da-da-da. And this is a Skeleton Joe. Only a full-powered Mega Buster shot can destroy it. Anything less than it'll just collapse and then reform in a moment. And I guess bats that fit the theme of skeletons. Pretty cool bone design in here. Okay, little energy, never hurt. We can just slide right under that shield attacker. What you got for me? E-Tank, you are awesome. E is for Eddie. Proto-Common Rider. There is a useful detour here. Totally optional, but I'm going to take it. And that's why, because I want another E-Tank. This was the first Mega Man, actually second Mega Man, where you could have up to 9 E-Tanks. So, you're goddamn straight, I want one. And very useful thing about the Ring Boomerang, it does go through enemies even if it doesn't affect armored ones, but it can then loop back and hit them from behind. And this is a Skullmet. And that is, that is an Emorm. Kind of some conglomeration of Inchworm, I guess. In one of the Mega Man fan games, someone brought the Emorm back and did something very creative with it. If left alone long enough, it would turn into a butterfly enemy and fly all over the screen. Needless to say, it will become much more of a pest at that point. This is one of my favorite pieces of music from this game. And we got one last stretch here with a bunch of Skeleton Joes. Ah. I really feel bad that I'm getting hit by the Toge Hero, but what can you do sometimes? And Skullman. His weapon of choice is the Skull Barrier, and his weakness is the Dust Crusher. And we got a Justin Chivo! Thank you, sir. So, Skullman has 2 attacks. First is the Buster, and then he will throw up the Skull Barrier. He's not going to move while he has it, though. He's just going to stay invincible. And then he'll leap in generally your direction. But I like to play a little game with him here. Hold on. Well, I probably shouldn't have played with the game. Drop the barrier and I got you. Told you. That's the game I like to play. Skull Barrier. And while he's powering up, I'm going to take a look at this Chivo here. Let me get to the password screen. Skull Barrier, which, as you imagine, is our shielding weapon. Seriously, fuck Tetris. Wow, you made that quick. Thank you, Justin. That is awesome. You are amazing. That is beautiful. Yeah, they should have all disappeared. That was a whole Tetris in line there. Anyway, so we now have the skull barrier. We can actually move with it, and it'll absorb one shot, or one hit. And now we move on to Dive Man. In the Navy! In the Navy! So Dive Man has a ton of unique enemies here, and I'm going to try to remember them all. Yep, that one we saw in Toadman's level. I've already forgotten its name. And we have Water Physics, which I'm fine with. Curiously, I don't really use the Rush Marine in here. Okay, that is an M422A. A lot of those jellyfish-like enemies get really weird names. And this is a Metal Swim, sometimes referred to as a Scuba Met. And we now have our mid-boss, Moby. You can kind of figure where this came from. Interesting related story to this. When I was at one of the MagFests, they had a bunch of different game challenges. One of them was to defeat Dustman's level using only the Dive Man's level using only the Dust Crusher. So two things came from that. Number one, I did successfully defeat the level. Took me a little bit of time to figure out, but I did it. And thank you, Eddie. The second thing, there's a part in the level I went down into later that sent me back to an earlier part of the level, but it did, because they disabled the start button because they didn't want you changing from one of the other Dust Crusher to one of the other weapons. I had to get the attendant to like specially program it to make it happen. Okay, and that is a Mantan. Or maybe a Manton. Because I just realized Mantan sounds like something completely different. So we have Rising and Lowering Tide. And the Return of Moby. Where's Ahab when you need him? And you saw both of Moby's attacks there. Now this is the part I went down that required the reset. What would an underwater section be without a spike drop? But it's worth it, because we get the wire adapter. Yeah, go ahead, Justin. Justin, you go right ahead for it. Sorry, I was kind of missing the chat in the midst of everything else. I didn't remember Moby from Space Ghost, but, yeah, apparently. Dust Crusher is a really good weapon to use on Moby. Takes him down pretty quickly. You still have to do some dodging, though. Good God. That is amazing. I've still got a pretty damn good computer that isn't fully maxed out on RAM or anything, and I'm jealous. Okay. And these spike mines do actually have a name. I don't remember offhand what they are. Just want to get them to trigger and then back off a bit. This part's a bit tricky. You can also just dodge around them. Other than letting them explode, there's not really anything you can do. But we're going to just dodge around all this and go on to Dive Man. Now, Dive Man's weapon of choice is the Dive Missile. And he also has one other interesting attack. His weakness is the Skull Barrier, but it's pretty hard to use it against him, but I'm going to demo anyway. Psycho Crusher! Now, if you are in the air when Dive Man stops, he's going to use the Dive Missile. If you are on the ground, he will use the Psycho Crusher attack. And I am fucking this up bad. Wow. Just computer wars all over here, huh? It is actually a hell of a lot easier to buster him. And remember what I said about being on the ground and he would or being in the air and he would use the dive missile? Lies. Completely wrong. Also, Dive Man does a hell of a lot of collision damage. Damn, I thought I was going to get him. There we go. Yeesh. Okay, even without the Skull Barrier, Dive Man is tough. It just gets rid of him faster. I still can't see the name of that mine. I also can't see the name of the saw thing. Oh well. Oh, Beery. Beery is the name of the mine. And I think the saw thing is called a saw gabule. The guide is a little bit off here. Now we get to Drill Man, last but not least. Oh, interesting thing about Dive Man, by the way, in the Mega Man Robot Master Field Guide, it's mentioned that due to a gyro problem, he gets seasick. All that spinning around probably can't help either. Okay, so we got these guys coming back, and they're going to menace us all throughout this level. Jump Big, how you doing? You're no threat at all at that distance. These things just... the way they just wobble around and get out of your firing range so quickly, they're just so annoying. Oh, and by the way, the helicopter prop can hurt you as well. Okay, so we got some batons here to deal with. And drill bits for spikes, nice touch. I was always kind of a little disappointed that they didn't spin. And a nasty potential spike surprise if you're not careful. Don't jump. Or be very careful when you jump. Thought I was on turbo and I was on regular. Okay. These things are so annoying. These things are called Picado 24s. And what makes them so annoying is that they stay open for so little a time. Fortunately, there's two ways you can really deal with them. One is the flash stopper, as you can see. If you can hit it at the right time. The other, because it will linger on them, is the ring boomerang. Want it. Oh, actually, this is a good time. I can show you off the wire adapter. Hey, what's up there? Oh! Yeah. Oh, another little trick about the wire adapter. You can fire the buster from it. You cannot turn around, however. And while we're at it, I'll show you the balloon adapter, which is basically item 1, except it deflates a little bit when you jump on it. So it's kind of a questionable use. And more rotors. As usual, they pick the most annoying places to be on slopes, so it's hard to get rid of them in the first shot. Okay, and these are boulders. They're just boulders. This is a helipond. Now, Skull Barrier, as you can see, will do a nice job with the boulders. And turn the land on. Now, if helipond is allowed to land, it will start shooting like that. And that's what it's got going for it. That one's a little bit of a leap of faith. You can kind of see what's going on there. Oops. And the flash stopper is also useful there. Okay, I'm gonna die. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see if I can even do anything to him with this. No, it does not affect him at all. So you can see a little bit of what Drill Man does, and then right up the butt. Right up the butt with the drill. Okay, so Drill Man's weapon of choice is the drill bomb, and he is very annoying with it. His weakness, fortunately, is dive missile, so you can spend your time dodging instead of trying to deal with him. Now, he is invincible when he's going underground there. You want to keep moving. And you want to hope he goes underground, honestly, because it's a lot easier than trying to deal with the dive missile, or rather drill bomb attack. He is just relentless with those damn things, as you can see. And they will block the dive missiles as well, but fortunately he is down. Good God. Oh, quick correction from last level. The things are called sea mines. The Beeries are something else. I don't know if I've run into them yet. And we got Drill Bomb. This is our wall destructor. And unfortunately for me, I took a long time to find the Rush Jet. Yeah, I forgot Drill Man had that. And that is Dr. Cossack. Well, we're about to Cossack your fortress. Nice onion dome. Huh. Well, that took a long time, Rick. So snow here is going to slow us down. This is a Tom-Tom. Now, interesting thing about that, there was an enemy in Mega Man 7 in Spring Man's level called a Tom Daddy. That was the larger version of this. So this is the origin of that. And it rolls downstairs alone or in pairs and right into Mega Man and hurting him very much greatly. We also have ice physics in addition to the snow. And this can be a tricky jump because the snow will slow you down. And we have rotors. We no longer have rotors. And Skeleton Joes, which we do want to get rid of. Oh, I thought he was going to fire lower. And up and downs. No. I refuse. As you can see, Skeleton Joe is invincible while it's reassembling itself. Gimme! Damn it! I think there's something down here. Oh, yeah, death. Death is down there. I am quite full of death. That up and down is not really a huge issue. But, you know, it's there. And this is a good place for the balloon. And nothing really here but Tomo Yo-Yos. Almost reminiscent of Mega Man 2, isn't it? And that is a ladder press. It is completely indestructible. So, no sense doing anything with it. I can refill the balloon first. So you're going to have to kind of jump your way onto the ladders here. And just move when that's not squeezing together. Misfit Kitten, if anything in this game is going to pick up loose hairs, it would be Duskman. That's what he was built for. And this jump big is a little close for comfort, but fortunately it doesn't have all that much resiliency, so it goes down pretty quickly. And we have our first of the Cossack bosses. I believe this is RoahmMythril. And it's either Ring Boomerang or Dust Crusher for this thing, I forget. Ring Boomerang. Now, you also have to be careful that it doesn't come right down on you. And that it doesn't destroy too much of the floor underneath you, because it is... Okay, don't stay there. Because it is instant death if you fall into that pit. Ring Boomerang is not always the best weapon for this thing anyway, because it sometimes goes just above the height of it. But it is down. RoahmMythril, it was the name, RoahmMythril. Yeah, all of the boss names are on a different page from the regular enemies. Disable his beater bar. I don't know why that's funny, but... So, there are a couple of fan theories about this game, but I don't want to say anything just yet. Because it will give away some plot. And I still don't know what the hell the name of that thing is, and it's bugging me. One moment, please. I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, Minoan. Yeah, that's right, I did figure that out earlier. That, energy is not really worth going for. Okay, and this is the most useful enemy in the entire game. This is Docron. Because you can farm the hell out of this thing. I'm not going to now, but later on it will be even more important. And let's jet. As you can see, we've got the modified rush jet that they would use in the later parts of the series. And refuel on the road. This is no longer the completely go-all-nuts rush jet that you had in Mega Man 3. And proof of concept. I thought that was going to destroy it. Proof of concept. I'm an idiot. So we have these spike platforms here. So you just have to kind of maneuver with these as they switch the spike sides. These are not really all that difficult to deal with. I will take these over Doku or Yoku blocks any day. Doku blocks? Yeah, Yoku blocks, as they later came to be called. Just fool him to coming down here. Okay, refill that. The hell? Okay, I don't know why Rush just phased through that platform like that. That's bizarre. And rotors. Not too annoying a combination. Okay. Minoan, I remember your name now. Okay, a lot of goodies in here I want. As soon as I figure out how to get... Yeah, that's a narrow kind of jump. Okay, so now a proof of concept. Boom. It is possible to make that jump. I'm trying to... Oh, screw it. Sake of expedience. Oh, come on! What the hell is going on with Rush? I didn't expect that to happen that fast. And we got a one-up out there, but not going to be necessary. And also Cossack 2. Is the aptly named Square Machine. Yep, Square Machine. Now, when it comes together slowly like this, that's your chance to get inside and get some damage done on it. You're only going to have a couple of chances. And hopefully you don't screw it up like I did. And holy shit, that thing is moving, and it will not insta-kill you if you're caught against the end of the screen, but it will hurt you. Okay, I got 3 shots in. That's actually pretty damn good. And it's coming back together immediately. It usually does like a couple of those faster passes before it does that. Shit. So that's kind of odd. Hey, I'm gonna have some fun. Whee! Clipped. And now it's coming together this direction. Fine. Not fine. Yeah, you're going down before I am, pal. Hey everyone, Lycanthrope Keith here. Doing a little proof of concept about Square Machine. So I was a little bit off as far as the hitboxes that will actually damage you as regards Square Machine. So I'm going to go into this battle, as you see, with full health, and I'm going to basically get myself into as many tight squeezes as I possibly can. So let's go. As soon as I grab my controller, that is. Okay, so as you see right now, I'm outside of Square Machine, and I'm going to try not to get hit by those things. Now, the idea is I want to get pushed around by it as much as possible. Okay, so you see if I'm pushed all the way against the edge there. If I get squished between the two of them, it just kind of pushes me out. So the bottom part seems to be the only part that really does damage. And I get squished out there. Pushed out there, rather. So the next thing I want to try to do is get caught in... and you see it's very picky even if I just... even if I just get... yeah, bleh, words. Yeah, even if I just get caught against the side there, even if I'm not actually getting caught by the lip of it against the side. Yeah. So the bottom part is the one that is doing the damage. Now there was one other situation that I wanted to try to compensate for. Yeah, if you get caught by the middle and just kind of yanked up against the side, it's just going to push you towards the top of the screen. Didn't manage it there. I'll try it here. And it went the wrong way. And it's not giving me the chance here. Could you please be more cooperative, Wily Death Machine? Oh, I mean Cossack Death Machine. Let me rewind a little bit, see if I can get there. Yeah, you can see it just kind of janks me up there. There it pushes me a lot closer to the top of the screen, so the middle part doesn't seem to affect you at all. It's the bottom part. If you happen to be on it or between it, yeah, all the way up to the top of the screen there. It's the bottom part that is the lethal part of Square Machine. So I wasn't exactly sure where the hitboxes were, like I mentioned before, but yep, now I have a much better idea. And I'm going to try something here. Can't get it to work quite right. Okay, pushed away there. Went the wrong way there. Yeah, even if you're on Square Machine and standing on the top of the lip, if you're on the top of the lip, you're more likely to... Yeah, if you're on the top of the lip of the bottom, you're fine. If you're standing on the actual flat part of the bottom, that's when you're going to take the damage. So yeah, the marvel of Square Machine. Truly a technological breakthrough. I'm just taking a look and seeing if there are any other enemies I missed the names of. Of course, some of them are probably not going to be seen again. Oh yeah, one from Toadman's level. That bird with the two birds behind it was called a swallone. And we have auto-scroll. Aren't we blessed? And this is a place where we're definitely going to want the ring boomerang, because there's going to be some of those annoying turret enemies. Okay, this is Beery, which is just a rotating spark. Told you. Told you they'd show up. Picoran 22, I think was what they were called. Picado 24. I was adjusting for inflation, apparently. You have to be very careful to stay as close to the right side of the screen as possible, because it is easy in a couple of places to get pushed off. And, okay, I think the next thing coming up here is another Jumbig. But fortunately, we got plenty of room to fight it. There we go. Now this room, by the way, a lot of Let's Players have debated about whether this is actually possible to do no damage buster only, because of the narrow room those saw gabules give you. RoahmMythril has been able to do it, but it was not easy. In fact, he actually did 2 perfect runs of this stage, one destroying them, one not. And the Toge Hero doesn't really get in your way much. So you can Rain Flush, but it takes 3 of them. It was probably easier to Ring Boomerang them, but whatever. Speaking of Ring Boomerang, I'm going to get ready with that, because there's going to be more Picado 24s coming up, I believe. As well as some of these platforms. Now they will jump when you... they will head up when you jump, and they will fall if you're on them. Well, not so much fall as float down slowly. Ring Ring can be fairly annoying here, but Ring Ring, here's a ring. This is a place where you definitely want to stay close to the right, because there are one of these platforms that will come up if you are not... Damn it. If you are not immediately on it when it appears, you will not have enough time for it to bring you to the next safe area. You'll see it when it occurs. Damn it. Damn you. Out of all the enemies here, you should not be the problem. And this is the platform. Yeah. That is very tough to make. Now, this E-Tank, it's hard to get, but since I'm rewinding anyway, I'm going to go for it. What you have to do is use the balloon and then slide in. If you are not careful, you will be crushed to death. So there is a risk involved. I'm going to stay on that for a moment, because I don't remember what weapon I need here. Oh, yes. Okay, I know what weapon I need. This is a cockroach twin, and that wasn't the weapon. Let's see, Ring Boomerang is its real weakness, but that's kind of hard to hit with. I think I can use the Drill Bomb. Yeah, it doesn't really hate that, but doesn't like it either. And given the name is Twin, there are 2 of these guys. Now this one has a lot more mobility, and it is more affected by the Ring Boomerang. Well, that was sucked. Yeah, Ring Boomerang does more damage to that, and it's a lot easier to hit. Unfortunately, it's going to be out of your range most of the time because of that. Really, the biggest worry here is dodging the shots and not getting knocked off into the spikes. If you're patient with this thing, it'll come around enough times to where you'll be able to hit it. And there we go. This episode's Turrets Causing Tourette's was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, Viceroy Scorn, D.I.O.D., Jumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my 7-second delay Lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.